Yo, so I was about to start filming and all the vanilla paste fell off my teaspoon. But I'm making pancakes, so here's everything else going in there. We got melted butter, which I tipped the camera away for like an idiot. Yes, it's going great today. Got almond milk, which I already spilled some off before, so I'm gonna have to pour more out. Almond milk. Okay, yeah, so I can't do the one-handed crack thing yet. 1 sec. Oh look, the 2 eggs that found their way in there. Right, 1 second. Now I gotta find the damn lid for this thing. What the hell is wrong with me today? Yeah, slap the lid on and go crazy. And go crazy. Now you can see the butter's like solidifying a little bit because I took a bit too long, but if I just give it a little bit longer, it'll mix up. And then we have my good old favorite, almond flour. A minuscule sprinkling of salt, not much because there's already a bit of salt in the butter. So some baking powder. Started talking. God, I have just botched this whole video and I basically can't retake it. And then some stevia sweetener, which once I started using this in place of erythritol, I pretty much could not go back. So here we go. All right, and then finally slap back lid and blend the crap out of this. Now the thing to be mindful of this stuff is you are making multiple batches. The one batch of this probably contains close to 40 grams of carbs. So, oh God, if you make this, do not eat it all at once. Get my trusty old pan here. And yes, I am cleaning the pan first, don't worry. Now it does say these have to be cooked on a relatively low heat, which means I can use an oil with a lower smoke point. So, time to bust out a bit of olive oil, which I've not used in a while. Now the thing is, I've always been pretty crap at making pancakes, and now I'm being crap at filming the process of making pancakes, so I guess it's just fate, ain't it? Alright, so this layer of oil is actually starting to get so thin that it's kind of, in some cases, just leaving blank spots on the pan. So let's get as much of this runoff as possible. And let's see if this is hot enough to do the first pancake. That batter's nice and thick. Okay, might have been a bit too cool, but we'll just let that run down there right now and see what happens. Yeah, and of course, seconds after I cut off the camera, I started hearing my first few sizzles and pops. So, what this means is this thing will cook nice and slowly. Plenty of air bubbles will form. And what I want to start seeing is lots and lots of air bubbles rising to the top of what I've got here. So, yeah, because I'm not properly equipped to do pancakes, I'm going to be doing 1 pancake at a time. What this also means is I'll only have to cook like maybe 2, 3 at the most, and then throw on some bacon, and then I'll be, well, topping it with the obvious pancake topping things, but with keto-friendly versions of them. Does unfortunately also mean that this little protein chocolate flavor pudding, no added sugar that I picked up, it has got, hang on if this would focus, 6.6 grams of carbs per 100 grams, and it's 200 grams. Where does it say? It's 200 grams. So I don't think I'll be eating this today. I think I'll be having this tomorrow instead when I've had slightly fewer carbs from not eating a bunch of experimental, potentially botched pancakes. Because the reality is I have been letting some like carby foods back into my diet, like slowly reintroducing them in super tiny amounts, because all I have to do is enjoy certain foods in such extreme moderation that it won't take me out of ketosis. Again, the crux of it is just my actual carb total just has to be under 50 grams a day, ideally. However, when I last did this a few years ago, oh, there we go, some bubbles forming. Like, at one point, I actually ended up just eating, like, an entire pizza because it was put in front of me and I was that hungry that I just ate it because there was nothing else going in my situation at that time. And it didn't seem to really take me out of ketosis. This has led to me wondering if my body has the whole like clamp thing going on. They say once you've been in ketosis for like 6 or 7 months and your body's completely used to it, if you have a cheat meal where you just eat something heavy in carbs, your body just immediately goes back to the ketosis state sometime after having that meal. Usually like within a couple of days or so, and everything, your body just goes back to burning fat. It's beginning to leave me wondering if my body is in fact just naturally suited to being in ketosis. Some bodies are, some bodies aren't. I don't know this for sure though. And I'm wondering if mine might be. But either way, it's something worth considering. It's something I might actually, well, I would say I want to talk to a doctor about it, but health professionals, well, they know bits and pieces about, they know plenty about nutrition, but ketosis in a lot of ways is still sort of untrodden ground for a lot of them. For example, ketosis has been shown that it can actually completely reverse type 2 diabetes. But because they can't actually scientifically prove that with any study, doctors are not allowed to tell you it will do that. But we sort of know it will do that. And again, some people's physiology is just suited better than others. And I'm wondering if mine does. Anyway, that is already one big freaking bubble form. So I'm going to see if this is starting to firm up in any conceivable way. That's looking good, actually. Oh, shit. Yep, flip it, flip it. Oh, holy crap. Wow. Didn't I just say I was crap at making pancakes? Huh. I'm really pleased with this. Okay, toast the other side real good, and then I'll be doing a couple more, and then doing some bacon and plating up. All right, let's flip her back over, and wow. Okay, I don't know what happened. I don't know if I leveled up off screen, but wow, suddenly I can make a freaking pancake. Anyway, next. All right, second one's in. It's already sizzling. There's still quite a lot of mixture left, so I'm thinking I'm just going to stop at 2 pancakes and then add quite a bit more bacon, because the bacon is, okay, yeah, the bacon's got calories, but in terms of carb content, it's basically a free food, so I said I was going to be counting calories, but the reality is, for a lot of these foods I'm making, I can't even begin to guess at the calorie counts of what I'm making. I'm just trying to sensibly have 3 squares a day, stay under 50 grams of carbs, still just counting the carbs, still losing weight. It's still working. So I guess I'm just going to carry on like this. I don't know. It's like, I freaking love this diet. It encourages me to really broaden my horizons around the kitchen. When I'm back on calorie counting, I've already got my eye on some different meals I want to make that I normally hadn't before. And yeah, sure, I'll have to find a way to make those calorie responsible as well, but is that really that hard? Like, I'll know exactly what's going in them. Okay, I know exactly what's gone in this, and I haven't exactly been able to calculate its contents, but, oh, that's starting to bubble up at the top. I think the rule is I just need to wait for the bubbles to actually burst, and then flip this thing over too. Yeah, there we go. They are popping. All right, so we got a few more bubbles forming. Again, wait for this last one to pop and not just implode, and see what happens. Come on. Don't make me get impatient and manually burst you. That would defeat the point of actually waiting for my little hackneyed pseudo cooking instructions I'm thinking of. Screw it. Let's just try and turn it. Oh, wait, yeah. Nope. Nope, still too soft. Okay, it's been another minute, and that bubble still hasn't popped, but I'm starting to see a lot of smoke rise, so I better just turn it anyway, I think. Oh, crap. Okay, that one's burned. See? Told you I was bad at this. Alright, so now with 2 pancakes on here, and with the more burned one underneath to hide my shame, the oil I poured off now goes back in this pan. I'm gonna heat the pan, turn the heat on the pan all the way up, because it is time to add streaky bacon. Why streaky bacon? Well, look at that. It's got more fat on it, which on this diet is what you want. So, I'll just wait for this to be fully heated up, and then I'll do some bacon. Funnily enough, confession, bacon, not one of my favorite foods, not by a long shot. I get that a lot of people are big fans of bacon. Sorry, I'm kind of not, never really was, but you gotta have it with pancakes. And you gotta have it on keto. It's full of saturated fat and it's super good for you. On any other diet, again, I don't think I'd be touching this stuff. So, let's just get, I think we're gonna go for 3 slices to make up for the fact we only got 2 pancakes. Oh shit, oh god, it's already falling apart. Hasn't even rendered in the pan yet, god. There we go. And a second, come on. Okay, let's pull off the other end. Oh, that's sizzling real good though. Right. Well, I'm gonna need to get both hands on now, so I'm gonna have to cut so I can get a third slice in here. See that? I was wise to you breaking apart tricks, you bastard. So that's it. 3 rashers of bacon. I'm gonna just grill the absolute bejesus out of these until they're super crispy, wicked crunchy, because that is how I like it. And god damn it, you don't get enough crunchy food on keto, and I want my fix. But yeah, look at that. That's getting nice and toasty. Some of the fat's already just falling off in other places, so I got a good feeling about this. But like I say, I got to fry this for a while until it's really, really crispy. You know, it's the most surreal thing when you have to cook on max temperature and yet the sizzling is really quiet. It's like, you know, the fat is at its ideal cooking temperature. No burning, just steam. Just fat rendering in your pan. And thinking of those sweet, sweet ketones that's going to burn them all away and make you healthier. It's so ironic. This would look like a heart attack in a pan for any other diet. I love keto so much. And yes, I'm aware of the irony that a lot of the fat's actually just got to run off this stuff, but I'll be salvaging as much of it as I can. Because I hate cleaning up bacon fat. So I will be making sure as much bacon fat comes out of the pan as well. So yeah, this bacon may look overcooked to some people, but believe it or not, this is just the way I like it. So let's get all this stuff plated up. Splashed a bit of bacon fat about. Not a big deal. Don't care. This is gonna be so good. God, this is hot though. All right, and then finally we just put a little bit of butter on top of this. The sheer temperature alone should be enough to make it melt. And then I have got this stuff. When I ordered the protein powder, I ordered this completely nutrition-free syrup that is maple flavor and probably gonna make somebody their pants. Hopefully not me. Oh, and oops, it's already leaking out. That is thin stuff, but let's get plenty of that on there. And bam, that's it. The most messy bacon and pancakes you ever did see, but hey, at least I cooked one of the pancakes correctly, which is very unusual for me. Right, I'm gonna go dig in and enjoy. Yeah, so as usual, my culinary presentation leaves a good deal to be desired. But hang on. Right. Time for a taste test. Oops. Pancakes are good. That was the burned one off the bottom. That thing's... God, I would never know the difference. Oh yeah. Crispy, crunchy bacon. The syrup has kind of a banana taste to it, but I shouldn't expect much from something that's basically just made entirely out of weird chemicals and processed crap, like half the rest of the stuff I'm eating at the moment. So, there we have it. A classic breakfast that I would normally be a bit loath to include on anything but a cheat day if I were calorie counting, but now considered a reasonable square meal on keto, as long as I keep the fat high and my carbohydrates around the rest of the day low. Anyway, I've talked long enough. I'm going to eat this. I'm going to have fun. See you later.